Let's start this with a prayer. Dear Father, I just thank you for this day and this opportunity to be used as a vessel to let your people know you are available, able, and ready in the name of Jesus of Nazareth. Let's cut this bread. Matthew 26:41. Stay awake and pray for strength against temptation. Your spirit wants to do what's right, but your body is weak. 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with temptation, he will also provide the way of escape that you may be able to endure it. James 4:7. Submit yourselves therefore to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. And Romans 8:39. Nothing in all creation will ever be able to separate us from the love of God. Listen, temptation is real, right? And it's just not like sexual temptation, but, or, I don't know. Food is tempting, money is tempting, how you get it is tempting, popping off is tempting, listen. So I had this car accident, it's coming up on 6 years, right? And one thing that really messed me up was how my body got addicted to the pills, and I literally was taking the pills that they give me, taking them every 4 hours. So I was taking 60 pills a week, 5 milligrams every 4 hours. My pain was real. It was a thing. And when it was time for me to get my last script, and I didn't know it was my last script because these doctors didn't tell me what the protocol was. And it was for 6 weeks, they'll keep giving you the meds, whatever. But then after that, you have to go find a primary caregiver and or physician. And I didn't know that. So now I'm out of pills, and this pain is so bad. I can't bear it. I feel like my arm is on fire. I feel like it's getting electrocuted. The pain was so much. So it's not like I was getting high. I just couldn't manage my life because my arm wasn't the focus. If this was on fire and the electrical shocks were happening, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't pay attention to my kids. I couldn't move. I couldn't, it just shut me down, right? So I go to the doctor, and they're like, oh, what? You got to go to your primary caregiver. And I'm like, I don't have one. I've been healthy. There's no reason why I would need one, and then I had just started this job. So I make a big fit. Listen, when I tell you make a big fit, I make a big fit. Now I understand the mindset of somebody who is on drugs and they need to have it. I didn't need to have it because it got me high and it made me feel good. I needed to have it so I didn't go through the pain, and I didn't want to go through the pain no more. Long story short, I talked to 5 people. They end up writing me a script, and then they're like, you got to go see a primary caregiver. Cool, no problem. That's all I wanted. I just didn't feel like I had to go through hoops. So that Thanksgiving in 2015, I went to my godmother's house. I forgot my pills, thinking I'm okay. I'm getting better. Not knowing that this was, the pills were just masking the pain. So I come home. The only thing that would ever hurt me was my arm and my leg too. And I'm going to show you my leg. So this is my leg, right? They cut out my whole leg to do that. Okay. So I come home, my ankle's hurting, my toes are hurting, my kneecap is hurting, every part of my body is hurting, and I'm flopping around on the floor like a fish. I go in the room because the dude that I was with was like, yo, you're going through withdrawals, and I was salty. So salty. So I went in the room, nah, the devil ain't finna take me out. I cussed him out and hollered at God, and it was really hard because I really felt like somebody was under my skin. It was the worst feeling in the world, right? I saw the primary care physician, and she's like, we're gonna have to take you off. And this happened, and I'm like, I wanna be off. So then I even put in my medical chart that I was allergic to Oxycontins, so they wouldn't give them to me anymore. Within a month, I was off of that, right? And it's not a thing. But yesterday, I had a conversation with a dude, and the dude was telling me how, He's trying to get on. He got these pills. He's making like $2,300 off these pills. Let me tell you, the temptation, right? The temptation to go to a doctor, like it ran past my mind. So when in James 4:7 it says, submit yourselves therefore to God, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Resist the devil, it starts right here. It starts right here. Because in my mind, I'm like, man, I could get a script. I legit have a thing. Like, and my arm has been acting up lately. However, I can't do it. I can't do it. As much as I would love to be a drug dealer. Because let me tell you, they make a lot of money. I can't do it. I can't be tempted by something that is too easy, because if it ain't rough, it ain't right. And if it's easy, something wrong with it, right? And I don't think that people really think about it. But the thought had entered my mind like, oh, okay. It's a possibility I could do it, right? 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, no temptation has overtaken you that is not common to man. You don't think that other people go through this? And we all got a choice, right? I could go ahead and get this off, or I could do this. Listen, again, there is nothing new that is under the sun, and anything that, any temptation that has overtaken you is not common to man. No temptation is overtaking you that is not common to man. No temptation has overtaken you. Temptation can overtake you, right? Because you can have these thoughts of, man, I could get myself to a different position. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I got a lot of dudes who feel like they could hop in my inbox and tell me they love me, or I'm so sexy and I'm so beautiful. And I'm going to tell you right now, I hate the word sexy. You want to see an ugly side of me? Call me sexy. Because I'm going to tell you about yourself and how you ain't got no home training, because it's so disrespectful to come at me in a way where sex is the only thing that you see. So I done came from a spot where I done watched chicks prey on dudes and get the bread, and these niggas was cashing out. I can't even entertain it. I can't even entertain it. And it would be so easy to finesse these niggas because you know they thirsty. That's the temptation right there. The ability to get over, to do something like this is going to be better for you. And it starts in our minds. So we start, the devil only has the power of suggestion. And I don't know why people give him so much power. This fool only has the power of suggestion. So if he will suggest, like, these niggas going, you'd be like, yeah, they are going, and I could profit off of this. But this is the thing, though, like, Jesus said, and he was talking to his disciples because he had been going back and forth in the garden, like, stay awake with me. 3 times he's coming back, so he knows, like, people are only going to think about themselves. I can't think about myself because I roll with Jesus, because Yeshua is the one that has taught me who I am and my value and my worth. So why would I let a measly temptation pull me to a spot where I'm not in his graces no more? Where he's like, man, I don't want him to be disappointed by me or my actions. He was saying, stay awake and pray for strength against temptation. I don't know how the devil, comes, but like I said, this nigga only has a suggestion, right? But we gotta stay prayed up. We gotta stay awake. We gotta be hyper diligent. I don't know what the word is, right? But it was there. Vigilant. Yeah, I think it's vigilant. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Players mess up. Your spirit wants to do what is right, but your body is weak. My spirit wants to do everything that's right. You know what I'm saying? I want to. But my body will be like, look, you ain't even got to let nobody touch you. You ain't even got to be in a spot where you selling the pills yourself. Do it. I'm not going. Listen, just because I walk with God, you think things don't pop up? You don't think scenarios happen where, like, I could bust a move if I wanted to? But I always feel like it's a gauge, like God being like, look, okay, so you getting tempted with this, what you finna do with it? How you finna act? I'm not going. I know I got a whole enemy that wants to see me disgraced, that wants to drag me through the mud, that wants me to be like everybody else. And if he can tempt me with something that I like money. I don't know if I like dudes in my face anymore. I don't even know if I like dudes anymore. I don't like chicks. I'm just saying, like, ain't nobody like Jesus, so I can't. Why would I settle? I got true intimacy with him, and I know he really loves me, and I know he's loyal to me, and I know that he got my back. But that temptation is real. To have conversations with people or even the enemy. And then you really know if you're going. Listen, I just wanted to pop on here and give y'all a quick word about temptation and how it's real. I would like my come up to be great, but God already told me how it's going to go down, and it ain't going to be by my hand. It ain't going to be anything that I do that's going to make me prosper or benefit. Like, I can't do anything with God, basically. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need him to crack it. Like, okay, Tanya, here you go. This is you. I said it. I approved it. Go get it. Not, oh, you want to start your business, or you want to pop off this clothing line? Go ahead and play these niggas, or go ahead and get out here and campaign with these pills. It's real. I don't know anybody who is talking about stuff because everybody get to this holy spot and like they ain't ever went through anything. It's real. Temptation is real. I'm not, like I said, I like money. And I used to like dudes. I don't think I like them no more. They ain't Jesus, so what's the really like? You know what I'm saying? Unless Jesus sends somebody himself, like, hey, this me, this you. It'll be a different story. God is faithful, and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with temptation, he will always provide a way of escape that you may be able to endure it. And Jesus said, do everything you can possible to endure to the end. And that doesn't mean stepping off the path. Holla at God.